Shadow Strike. And
Shadow Track.
yes, and Brendan wanted me to ask you that Greg Wood is saying that they were not on the start bid list, and had they been able to, they would have been able to compete and could have done it cheaper.
Well, again, that's basically what I just said, that, Shadow Track is already on the bid board. So, you don't want to put out a bid process with someone who's not on the bidding system yet, because that just delays the process, because they have to qualify, and that all has to be done through the commission.
But it's kind of a moot point anyway, because you were never going to hire a third party to
No. I mean, that would defeat the reason that we were asked to do this, and that's a point I try to get clear, is this is not something that I sought out to do. I was asked by the courts to do it, and they're for probably well over a year, and they made some legitimate arguments as to why we should, and so we ultimately decided we would do it. And I don't mind saying open. The owner of the Pegasus franchise here is a friend of mine, so I certainly, not intending to hurt someone financially that I'm friends with. But this again something that we were asked to do, and they made legitimate legal arguments as to why we should. So we did.
When you guys start the process of switching over, like video-wise, do you think we could come and
Absolutely.
document the
Yep, absolutely.
process there? I had one other question on a different topic. Did you have more on ankle monitoring? I was just curious, with all the ICE, we see what's going on in the news. Have you talked to federal law enforcement partners, and
I met with them this morning. So.
what can you elaborate?
Well, I mean, there obviously is an intense focus on illegal immigration, and that's the primary mission of most of the federal agencies right now. And they were out working yesterday, picking people up. There'll be teams, picking people up as they're able, and identify persons who are, just known criminals that are here illegally. And we will work with them and assist them in any way we can, and with personnel, if need be, I'll make room in the jail for them, until they're processed and sent back.
So, but you said teams were out yesterday, like here locally in Mobile County?
Mobile, Baldwin, other counties just north of us.
Do you know how many people were rounded up?
Just a couple yesterday. The way it started yesterday was they were giving specific people to go pick up. Who I guess was on, some kind of monitoring list, and that's what they did.
Do you know where they're at?
I don't. They're not in my jail, so.
Okay. Well, do you know, like, if they start picking up people and they are put in the jail, we'll just say, like, ICE detainer, or how will that be? How will we
it's
know
an administrative warrant, so it's not like a regular criminal arrest warrant like we would have on a, criminal charge. My understanding is it's an administrative process. So yes, it will some way identify some kind of ICE detainer or, ICE arrest. I'm not sure what their terminology is, but again, we will, assist them in any way possible. When they do decide to go, pick up groups of people, we've offered, our transport vans to, help facilitate that.
But as of right now, you actually have an assistant. You've just offered services like
Yes.
jail and transport to help.
But that will be coming in the very near future, I assure you.
Can you tell us a little bit about, like, are there particular industries that they're looking at, or like is there a list of people, or how that?
Yeah, it's much like intelligence gathering, that they know where a lot of these folks are that are of concern, and they've begun their mission on finding those.
So, sorry, are you gonna ask something? So, would this just include like people with criminal backgrounds, or people who are just here who had like the illegal immigration status? Like, could that include like veterans, stuff like that? So like,
Well, it'd be kind of hard for them to be a veteran if they're here illegally, but
well, they do exist.
do what now?
Like illegal, like veterans who have been here illegally, like they do exist.
Yeah, I don't know of anyone who came in illegally that could join the armed forces, but, that's, maybe you do. But yeah, what I see will happen, frequently is they will go looking for the individuals they're looking for, and there will be several other people with them that are, illegal, and collaterally they will more than likely be detained as well.
Anything
Anything
else?
else?
I just wanted to ask about the other victim who was shot. Do you know about his status?
One is in stable condition. He's still in the hospital, and then of course the one was treated and released.
Right. Okay. Remember he was in critical, so I just wanted to.
Yeah, well, initially they thought that it was life. Well, they said it was life threatening, and then later in the evening they said it was critical but stable.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, Sheriff.
Yeah. Thank y'all. And so this is.